So Miss Tongue Tied Tisha then apparently abandoned Tisha Tuesday. Shout out to my tea baggers and my Scottalots. I said this after waiting Tuesday and subsequent days to see if this girlie was gonna come on and resurrect what she started. Exactly. Similar to the way Destiny abandoned Mental Mondays, it's giving Carlos, you wanted a new melody, but it's just not giving, friend. Exactly, it's not giving. We also gonna talk about Masika. So Masika Kisha, her husband just passed. They were separated. She had a whole photo shoot. Do you have a tear? Hold on, let me put a tear. Oh my God. Anyway, that Masika. Baby, now she been posted up with Krishan ex-boyfriend. I'm like, girl, you are Masika Kisha. I don't care what y'all say about Masika. Masika is a reality TV, one of the all-stars. If it was an all-star game of reality TV girlies, Masika would be guard. She wouldn't be point guard. That'd be like Jocelyn. But she'd be like shooting guard. You know what I'm saying? Anyway, child. So she is messing with Krishan's ex. And he looked like Madagascar. He looked like a whatchamacallit. Exactly. Anyway, and then Rayface chimes in, Bambi ex, and it's talking shit about her too. And she like, oh, you mad? It's not you. I'm so sick of Rayface. After the whole Tommy Lee thing is giving baby. I DM'd Ray because I was gonna interview him after the whole Bambi Zell situation. It's giving you can't take rejection and you're a clout chaser for all of the reality TV girls. And it's upsetting me and my homegirls. Exactly. And last time I checked, Rayface was at her husband's funeral. It's giving you a bopped out asshole. I don't know. That's just my opinion. We also gonna talk about Ready to Love. Ready to Love was actually good. I like Ready to Love Detroit more than I liked Philly. Tell me if y'all still watching Ready to Love. I'll put the timestamps. I'm gonna do Ready to Love last, but it's giving Beijing Bayo. Why y'all call that man Beijing Bello? Him and Dominique got a real love connection, exactly. And I had to go back and watch my interview with Dominique. If y'all ain't watched it, I had an interview with Dominique and Ashley. Exactly. Did I send some love in her interview? Exactly. Like I gotta go back and watch and see, girl, did I miss the love connection? But it's giving Dominique and Balo, and Christina lost her damn mind. And I feel like it's a few undercovers on Ready to Love. I don't know, friend. Is it just me? But it's a few undercover lovers, DL bandits, bottoms, messy bottoms on Ready to Love. That's just me. Anyway, so welcome back. Make sure you like, make sure you subscribe. What's today? Is today Saturday? Happy Saturday. The Thanksgiving holiday got me all messed up. If I ain't gonna lie to y'all, I literally got on my gown. I just threw on the top because I got my gown on, child. I'm not doing any more Thanksgiving food. Y'all see in the back, I don't know if this make me fat, but I don't give a damn about none of that because I'm gonna go to the gym later on. But on today, while it's rainy in Dallas, Texas, I'm getting ready to make me some fresh fried catfish fillets with a little hamburger helper, the lasagna can. Exactly. And it's giving spaghetti and catfish, but because I just got lasagna, I'm going to go ahead and make it. Exactly. With some onions, some mustard, and some hot sauce on a piece of white bread. Exactly. So that's what I'm eating for brunch. I'm like Sierra, fuck a breakfast. I'm done with breakfast at this point. No more breakfast. Exactly. I'm a brunch girly from now on. Exactly. I might make some oxtail empanadas later because I still got some oxtails left over from the other day that I put in the freezer. So I might bake them again. So empanadas. Anyway, I love y'all. Make sure you like the video. First, let's talk about Love and Marriage Huntsville. Ciao. We're going to talk about that real quick. Then we're going to talk about Masika. And then we're going to talk about Ready to Love. Because it was actually good. Okay? So, Letitia. We talked about this. thought I told y'all, like, hey, I've been looking out for Tisha Tuesdays. When the show ended, she moved on to like financial literacy, how to balance your, checkbooks. I'm assuming if y'all still write checks. Do people still write checks? I don't know exactly. She went on to like financial literacy. I actually like that lane for her because it seems like Letitia, outside of us thinking she a dingbat from hell, Tisha knows, you know what I'm saying, how to run a business and how to manage a household, so on, so on, so on, so on. So that was good. The moral of the story is when the show went off, she stopped doing it. So I was like, okay, well, maybe she's not doing Tisha Tuesdays because the show is on hiatus. However, semicolon, comma, bitch, the show back on. Where is you? Especially in this last episode when Kimmy is getting ready to get into it with Miss Nell, and it all stemmed from your ass, and you talking about hell can freeze over for apologize to Miss Nell. Okay, Bessemer Bandit. Okay, Miss Bessemer Bandit. If that's how you feel, why didn't you come on your little Tisha Tuesday and tell us how you feel about the things? Because wasn't that the whole premise of the show? It was giving Candy, all of the girlies who come on after the shows and try to recap. Sweet Tea, Mel used to do her live, so on, so on, so on, so on. So if that's what you was trying to replace because Mel is not there, just like more attraction on social media after the show, bitch, where the fuck is Joe? Carlos King, where are your girlies? Now that Melody is gone. Just like Destiny abandoned Mental Mondays. When Mel was on the show and doing her lives and explaining what had happened and talking about the show, it was all good. Destiny was doing her Mental Mondays when she could, because y'all know she used to push Mental Mondays to Terrible Tuesday a lot. And Letitia, where are you now? You started Tisha Tuesdays. Where the fuck is you at, girlie? Not you abandon your own premise and your own little show down to the YouTube. When is the last time Tisha posted it? I don't know, y'all. It's giving Carlos King, you lost the star of your show. The other girlies don't want to work as hard. They don't want to put the work. I hate to call a woman lazy because I don't know what these women do in their daily lives. But Destiny, even with Madani, even with the car spray, big D energy, the candles, so on, so it's giving y'all have no endurance. Tisha and Destiny lack endurance. You're not following through with your projects. You being lackadaisical. You start something, you don't finish it. Mental Mondays is gone. Where are the candles? She's not promoting big D energy, and you just had a launch party. Letitia Scott, girl, you got your daughter hair care products. I even bought the hair care products. Y'all see me open them. But it's just like, where is the promo? Where are the new ads? Where's all of the stuff, Tisha? And then you just abandon Tisha Tuesdays like that? Carlos, you never gonna get, I'm sorry. Some girls just have it and some don't. And then Kimmy, if Kimmy was supposed to be the new head bitch in charge, Kimmy, what does Kimmy do now? Kimmy, you started off as a nurse, but you allowed this bald head gremlin to deter you from your nursing career that you worked years. You worked years in school. And I think Kimmy was doing like nursing for a long time. And now you're not doing nursing anymore. Now you're in real estate and you're a chef and you're supposed to open up a business, but you got entangled. You let your husband, you let the Scots cubby hole you into using Marcel as your contract and your restaurant not open, friend. I don't know. If we don't have a lead lady on Love and Marriage Huntsville, and if y'all think for a second, can we just talk about how this season is a flop? I'm gonna watch it tomorrow and review it with y'all, but it's a flop. It's a chop. The whole season is a chop. It's boring as hell. And if y'all thought that y'all could lead a whole season with Ken and Trish, first of all, love Dr. Francis. Love me some Dr. Francis. If you think that I'm gonna watch Trish go through therapy for the rest of this season, you done lost your fucking mind. If you think I'm going to watch Mr. and Mrs. Muscle Milk go through their problems for the rest of the season, you got another thing coming, honey. Exactly, because I am done. Exactly. So anyway, is y'all still watching Love and Marriage Huntsville? I don't know. I ain't gonna lie though. I was looking forward to Tisha Tuesdays. I thought Tisha was gonna cover the shit about Neil and Kimmy, and because Kimmy was on Carlos Reality with the King talking about a lot of shit was edited out and shit. Okay, so Tisha, this is where the fuck you come in, Miss Badass from Bessemer, Miss Speech Impediment Queen. This is when you come in and tell us what really happened and what was really the tea. And why you said it'll be a cold day in hell before you apologize to Miss Nail. Meanwhile, during the season premiere of Love and Marriage Huntsville, when they had that party, when Trish was humping all over Kimmy like that, like they was clothes burning on the floor, you didn't have that energy towards Miss Nail, girl. Nevertheless, I'm gonna watch it tomorrow and cover it. If y'all cool with Tisha Teabaggers, T Squad, which like I've been said, she stole T Squad from Color Me Pink. That been Color Me Pink's name for her fans. Exactly. What's up, T Squad? Exactly. If you follow Color Me Pink. But that's neither here nor there. Let's talk about Masika real quick. And then we're gonna talk about Ready to Love. Child. First of all, we already knew that Masika allegedly had like a little relationship going on and all of the things with her husband. But they were separated allegedly at the time of the divorce. But she still put on the funeral. Everybody knows she had that whole photo shoot looking a staged mess, which I gave Masika the benefit of the doubt because I'm always down to give anybody grieving the benefit of the doubt. Some people, I've watched it with my own eyes, child. Some people go out and party, they do drugs. Some people have a lot of sex. That's a whole nother thing. Some people indulge in just a lot of sex. I call it, what did we used to call it? Conjugal coochie? Called, not grieving. We used to call it some coochie. Conjugal coochie, not conjugal coochie. I forgot what we was calling it. Anyway, because one of my family members, they was engaging in a bunch of, like new relationships and sex to, kind of get through the grief or whatever. Anyway, Masika pops out with Bino. In case y'all don't know who this character Bino is Krishan Rock's ex-boyfriend. Now, he's a certified clout chaser. He also used to mess with Stunner Girl, the girlie from Zeus. Y'all know I don't know who these baddies are, and I'm sure y'all don't know who they are. But I knew it through the Krishan Rock story or whatever. Condolences coochie. That's what we used to call it. Like he out here on that condolence coochie. Exactly. Offer her coochie as condolences. Anyway, that's neither here nor there. So this is who Bino is, child. So they exposed. So he posts Masika, right? This is like literally 2 or 3 days after her husband's funeral. And she is posted up with him. Hold on. This is the thing with Rayface. This is the initial post. Shout out to Live Bites on. It says, and I got her. This is the boy Bino, and this is Masika. It says, Krishan's ex, Hood Trophy Bino, posts pics showing him and Masika Kisha all on each other. Do they make a cute couple? First of all, Live Bites got jokes. Y'all got jokes. Do y'all remember what's it called? Monsters or Animals? What was that little cartoon with the little monsters and the dinosaurs? And the baby used to be like, not that baby, and used to hit the daddy on top of the head. So this is him posting, and it says baby with hearts and rings. Mind you, they say Masika has been separated from her husband for a while. So it's nothing big. So now this is Rayface. Rayface says, he posted this video. It says Bambi's ex Rayface from Love and Hip Hop blasts Masika, claiming she's for the streets after he says he tricked off on her. Mind you, we just got through with Rayface because he tricked off on Tommy and bought Tommy a watch and shit. So Rayface posts this video of of Masika and said, all you need is a little money. She for the streets. Ho, it's given all a girl need is a BBL and you gonna trick on her. Nigga, maybe you for the streets. Let's be clear. Maybe you are for the streets, Rayface. Let's see what this is.
That's good.
You got everything you want?
Huh?
You got everything you want?
So he's asking her, you got everything you want. The reason why this is so problematic is because Rayface is supposed to be her ex-husband that passed away friend. Rayface was at the funeral, at the front. Masika says this is old. Even if this is old. If this is old, that means you were married to his friend at the time. So were you cheating on your husband with Rayface, his friend? And Rayface, you ain't shit, bitch. Because why are you front and center at the damn funeral, but you was messing with his wife? Girl, then Rayface reposts the Shade Room post with her and Bino. And it says, this slow, crazy motherfucker want all of the attention she can get. Damn, shaking my head. OMG. Okay, cool. Let me help you out. Ray, it's given Ray just wanted to be reposted. And Ray does anything for clout. Okay, so this is Masika and this is Rayface. Masika says this is an old photo. This has to be old. She's kissing all over him. This gotta be old because Rayface has no hair. And we know now Rayface got locks. So this is old. This is before Rayface probably got with Bambi. I don't know if it's before she got with her husband, but Rayface, he has a low haircut on here. And now Rayface has long locks. So this is an old video. He also says, I know a person in need gonna do whatever for some money, but you have to be a different type of person to try to come up off of grieving people. But Masika is grieving as well, baby, and you trying to come up. Now, this is Masika's response. Masika said, okay, it says Masika claims Bambi's ex, Rayface, is bitter she didn't choose him after her husband's funeral. Says she went home with Krishan's ex Hood Trophy Bino instead. First of all, Masika, you are Masika Kisha, bitch. You are a reality TV thought legend. You a thotty-yotty, but you a thought legend, Masika. I expect more from you. I expect you to date B-list actors, top-list reality TV stars, B-list, A-list, even A-list rappers. Masika, what the fuck are you doing? This is Masika's response, friend. So it says, grown men want that much attention off me that bad? Posting 5-year-old sneak videos of me. Okay, so she's saying that the video that Rayface posted was 5 years old. I can believe that because, like I said, Rayface had a low haircut and now he has locks in his head. But, hold on. How long was Masika and her? How long was Masika married? 2021. So you were married 4 years. So Masika, that just tells me that right before you got with your husband, you was messing with his homeboy Rayface. Because they are cool. I told y'all Rayface was front and center at her husband's funeral. Girl, anyway, she said, y'all are clowns. You're mad because it's not you. She's saying Rayface mad because it's not him. It's giving it. From what we learned from Rayface, I could totally believe it. She says, you're disgusting. Y'all smile in my face and thank me 100 times for holding my husband down like I did, even though y'all know what was going on. I did everything by myself. Y'all better pray you have a wife that's going to take care of everything for you, even if you've been separated with a divorce pending. So Masika tells us, hey, I'm separated. I was separated with him. When the brother tried to quote unquote expose her about a divorce attorney, hey, they already were separated. They were already getting divorced. Out of respect for my late husband, I won't speak on that, but you weird ass clout chasing niggas know. How fucking dare you? Child. So this is Masika's drama. This is her in the studio with the boy Bino. This is the boy Bino, Krishan's ex-boyfriend now. who've been tricking off on all of the reality TV baddies. Listen. They got a new song coming out. This is their new duet. I don't know, child. I hate this powdery look on Masika. I hate that she makes her makeup light like this because Masika is a really, really pretty girl to me. I just hate this powdery look. You should go with a brown. I learned this from a makeup girly. Go with the browner look. The browner look makes you look like a chocolate brownie. So this is the dude, friend. Hold on. What is going on? What's a lot on my mind? It's hard for me to think. My mama said, boy, press hard. Kept up to my head. Give me 5 feet. But I'm caught up in the streets. I lost my brothers on the beat. This tough love is what I need. Oh my God. If I ain't never seen a Ninja Turtle before, we seen one today. Be related to Marcel. I make my Percocets with me. Yeah, it's hard being me. I know it's hard being you. I know it's hard being you. Show us what we do. Show us what we do. Tough love, yeah, you win, but the stands how you move. I know I'm not the best dude. All right. So, friend, is this who people is talking to in America? Is this literally what we doing in America? And then on top of that, to make matters worse, not only do he look like a Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtle, and he's Krishan's ex, who used to mess with Blueface, some little blood, Pyru boy, and all of the things. His baby mama came on her and said he has herpes and everybody else who messed with him have herpes, and allegedly showed his prescription bottle. I was so outdone today. I think that's why I skipped breakfast. My stomach was turning. I decided to skip breakfast, and now I'm making catfish. Exactly. Early on a Saturday. Exactly. Girl, I guess. Tell me what y'all think about all of the Masika drama. I'm sorry, I didn't mean to spend that much time on the Masika drama, but it's just a lot. Masika, what is you doing, girlie? Girl, I guess, child. Anyway, before I leave, let's talk about Ready to Love. I actually liked Ready to Love this episode. It was actually a pretty good episode. Exactly. Tell me if y'all watched it. Okay. So Ready to Love, the only couples that I see thus far, but this is the first set of dates, is Beijing Bayo, and Dominique. Am I saying his name right? Is it Bayo or Bayo? I thought it was Bayo, Beijing Bayo, because that's what y'all calling him. Bayo, just cut your ball, baby. Just go bald, friend, and keep your beard, but I want you to shave the beard down because the beard is giving extra chunky, it's giving extra chunky chili when I just want, just a little bit. Just shave the beard down, take off the Beijing, wear your hair ball, and you a fine ass ninja. I actually like Bayo. I think he looks like a nice bachelor. He got money. He does real estate. I love his style. I love when he showed up at Dominique's house with the pink t-shirt, with the pink leather jacket, with the jeans. He looked good. Now I will give that to him. The men are showing up better than the men in Philly. Flat out. It is. Y'all, why I think. Shout out to my Philly folks, even if you mad at me. I apologize. No, I don't. Exactly. Anyway, like I said, I feel like a few of the men may have some DL vibes to them. I ain't gonna say who, but is it just me or two of them, 1 to 2, one in the possible, gives me a little, flamboyancy. I don't know. And I don't usually like to peg men like that or whatever. That's why I'm not going to say their names. We'll see later on in the season or whatever. But one of them for sure, I already clocked at his eyebrows just and the way he talks it's giving you're not here. You ain't ready. You may be ready to love, but are you ready to love vagina? Or are you ready to love zingaling? I don't know. And the other one kind of shocked me too because I thought he was cute, but he gave me very zestalicious this episode. I don't know, child. Anyway, what else we gonna talk about? Okay, so at the beginning of the episode, Dominique first Tommy hooks up with all of the girlies. He tell them like, hey, invite them into your personal space, so on, so on, so on, so on. So Dominique invites some folks over and she cooks a meal. She invited Bayo over, Christina, that bitch. Christina is a motherfucker. We gonna talk about this little mixed baddie. Exactly. Christina, Devin, and who's the other dude? Chris. Chris with the nose ring and the eyebrows. Okay. So everybody show up or whatever. Then Bayo shows up. As soon as Bayo shows up, Dominique comes to the door. She got a shot. She's snickling and giggling. She give him a little kiss. I loved it. It was giving girly. You know how when your man like show up and you like, get your shit together and you finally run to the door. It was giving genuinely. You could tell that they liked each other. And she said after our first date, so already went on a date and she was like, she's been waiting to kiss him. It was so cute. It was so cute. I was like, okay, exactly. That was really cute. Anyway, so we know that Bayo and Dominique like each other. Christina felt some type of way. Chris, hurry up, eat the damn food, cold or not. Devin talking about some. Devin is funny. I like Devin. I might not date Devin, but Devin funny to me, baby. He talks some, yeah, I like the food, but I wish she would have cooked the food based on what I like. You could learn how to cook sushi. Boy, shut the fuck up. Ain't nobody cooking no damn sushi over. We cooking oxtail, so girl, it is so funny. Anyway, so they kind of like break off after that. Chris talks to Christina. He think Christina is his best match. I don't think Christina is studying Chris exactly. Then Christina meets up with Bayo. Mind you, when they was getting ready to eat, Christina was like, it's obvious that Dominique made her food because Bayo has he said he was an oxtail connoisseur. So Dominique made Bayo's favorite meal, which rightfully so. If that show, your favorite match, I'm going to make your favorite meal. Everybody else is just miscellaneous. Christina going to say, it's obvious that her and I like the same guys. So it's competition. I'm going to put my best game forward. Something like that. But along the way, it's giving Christina figured that Bayo likes Dominique and they got a stronger connection than she do. And she felt some type of way. So then Christina goes to Bayo and tells him, let's talk about the elephant in the room. I asked you for 3. I told you we were talking for 2 hours. Mind you, if they was talking for 2 hours, he said there was his other connection. It's giving y'all like each other. She told him, she was like, I told 3 men. First of all, bitch, why are you telling this man that you told 3 men the same different thing? I don't like games. I don't like tests. I tell people all of the time, baby, if you put me through a test, I'm going to fail every time. Every time, because I don't play that game. Anyway, she was playing games. She told him that she asked 3 men. She told 3 men that she really could use a massage in the morning, and it's $300. One of the men who we find out is Chris was like, bitch, I ain't able. Which, Chris, you were out the box. I don't know why you think Christina is still your top match, because you ain't her top match. Now that she know you ain't gonna give her no money. She said Devin told her, hey, I got $150 or maybe $180. This is what I can give now, and cash app her. Devin just seems like a genuinely nice guy. I like Devin. He's funny. He's kooky. He's offbeat. Kind of give me a little nerve eyes. I like Devin. I just like Devin. He seems like a genuine guy. But Bayo was the guy that she wanted. And she said Bayo didn't say anything. He said, well, I didn't see the text at 3 p.m. And you said you wanted a massage in the morning. She said, you act like I couldn't get a massage in the afternoon. Immediately, Bayo was like, yeah, nah, bitch. You want my money. And it's just like, Christina, you too seasoned in the game to do that. Like, you know what I'm saying? I can see asking a man for something because I firmly believe that every woman wants a man that they know gonna do something for them. But you ain't gave up a quarter pound of cat. Not saying that you have to give up cat to give something from a man, but you ain't went out on no dates. You ain't spent no quality time with this man. So off the bat, asking for $300 massages is giving me in my 20s. Not acting like I'm a reformed gold digger. You know what I'm saying? But like, learn something about yourself, friend. Exactly. That was just the wrong approach, the wrong method. It came off crass. It came off entitled. I honestly don't like that was a huge issue for Christina. I feel like Christina was jealous that he had a stronger bond with Dominique and was showing Dominique more attention than her. And she told Chris that she used to be ugly when she was in school and they used to call her fat. And I feel like that rejection is, now that she's pretty, that's what fuels her ego. And I feel like she felt that same rejection because she liked Bayo and he liked Dominique. And that's why she put on that whole show to act like, oh, I'm not fucking with him, da da da. When in actuality, you already knew your ass was grass because Dominique was the one he wanted. And I'm sorry, some light-skinned girlies just feel like because I'm that girl, I'm better, and he should want me. And Christina was crazy. She was like, I did agree with Christina when she was like, a man spends his money on somebody that he likes. I firmly believe that. I firmly believe that only because I've had my stepdaddy kind of used to, kind of instill that in me. And I've watched my brothers. I know that men spend money where they like. Like if they don't spend money on you, they don't like you. They don't like you. If they ain't trying to take you out, they don't like you. Unless they have financial hardships, then that's true. But if they have the money and are willing, they're going to show you because they want to impress you. They want to show you what it's like to be with me. Bitch, I'm trying to show you what it's like to be with me. So I got her on that, but the way she went about it, asking, I get why dudes say some girls be begging. Exactly. Now, mind you, it's some girls who, if I don't like your ass, then I'm going to ask you for some shit just to get you the fuck out my face. But I don't think that was the situation with Christina. I feel like Christina felt rejected and she felt stupid and she was jealous of the fact that Bayo was all into Dominique. Shout out to my girl Dominique. Exactly. She got Bayo under lock. I'm sorry. Find a new one, friend. Anyway, then Devin talks to Dominique in the kitchen and he telling her, he was like, I want you. And she like, okay. And she like, why you want me? Because I just like you. Shit like that, Devin, you just not on Dominique level. Your word play is not good enough, baby. You're not expressing yourself. You're not coming with that razzle dazzle that a girl like Dominique needs. That's what it's giving. Anyway, so Devin ended up going out on a date with Nicole. They were really cute. What were they playing? Like racquetball or tennis ball or something? They were like getting along on their little nerdy level and was like, he like a woman that's smart and kind and can make a change. They were really connecting. And then Devin gonna say, even though Dominique my boo, do Dominique know she your boo? When he was like, even though Dominique my boo, I'm like, do Dominique know that she your boo, friend? I don't know, Devin. Devin is delusional. Devin is Christina. The two delusional people of Detroit. Anyway, I felt bad for Devin though, because you can tell Devin kind of really liked Nicole, but Nicole liked Ed. Exactly. But then we get to Shannon's house and Ed over there. So Shannon invite Ed, Darius, Xavier, who else? And Donna. I don't really care for Donna. Donna seemed kind of odd to me. I don't really care for Donna. I do like Shannon. Ed is enamored with Shannon. She like a Michelle Obama. They like touching. They doing all of the things. But Darius really likes Shannon too. Sidebar on Darius. Why was I watching y'all? I've been up since 5 o'clock this morning. Don't ask me why. Exactly. Why Darius? He really is an actor. I'm sitting here watching the Dirty D. Was it the Dirty D? I think it was the Dirty D on Tubi. Remember I was telling y'all about it? So I'm watching like season 3 and 4 or whatever. Guess who I see on the damn TV? Darius ass. Darius is one of the damn cops. And then I looked on his page, on his Instagram, he in another movie. I said, child, at least Darius is really an actor. But then I wonder, Darius, did you come on the show just to upgrade your profile? Because we know how Ken do on Love and Marriage Huntsville. So did you come on the show just to, like elevate your profile and stuff for the acting stuff? I don't know. But Darius is really in these movies, child. Exactly. But he likes Shannon. Ed likes Shannon. Xavier not really giving much. Who else was there? That was pretty much it. Then we get a date with Ashanti, Lauren, and Cardi. I like Cardi. Cardi look good without that blonde hair in his head. He got the long hair, child. So Ashanti is the chef, so they were cooking. At the beginning, Vince, they was telling them to say the word sharp when you holding a knife or something. And Vince kept saying sharp. And at first, Lauren was like interested in spending time with him. And then it was just like getting really corny. I thought Vince was cute too until this episode. I don't know. Vince just gives corny, baby. Anyway, so they at the table and Ashanti is asking him, hey, so what was you saying about the whole 50-50 thing? And they give like a flashback and the girlies are asking Vince, how do you feel about men going 50-50 with a woman? Now, I agree with Vince's answer. He said, if I'm making about $150,000 a year, which, let me digress. If I'm making $150,000 a year, my wife don't have to work if she don't want to. It's the lifestyle I can afford with making $150,000 a year. However, if she wants a better lifestyle, if she wants to live the life of somebody making $200,000 to $250,000 a year, then she needs to get off her ass and get a job as well. And then we can live up to the lifestyle that she wants. So I 100% agree with what Vince had to say. However, the way it came out was very aggressive towards Ashanti. If you notice in the scene, Ashanti even kind of leaned back away from him when he was talking because he was like, yeah, do you understand what I'm saying? Well, do you properly understand? Because if you understood what I said the last time, you wouldn't be asking me. And first of all, ho, Ashanti, you a good one. Ashanti is giving very demure because I would have been like, first of all, bitch, I wouldn't have leaned back. I would have leaned forward on his motherfucking ass. Because, bitch, first of all, I heard you the first time. I'm just asking you to clarify. Don't get mad at me. Exactly. But I'm asking you a whole other question. Vince gives passive, I don't know, that smile and that comedic shit is giving a mask. Even in the last elimination round, when he was talking to, I believe it was Donna, when he was talking to Donna during the eliminations, and he was like, I should be able to feel comfortable saying what I want to say. And he was like, but if not, so and so. When he said, well, it wasn't even what he said. It was when he said it, he leaned forward and his eyes got bigger. You know what I'm saying? And it's just like, slow down, cowboy. Slow the fuck down, funny man. Exactly. Vince, I wouldn't trust Vince. I don't trust Vince at all. After this, I'm scared of Vince, low key. I would be scared of Vince. I would keep my pepper spray ready to spray his big ass eyeballs out every time his eyeballs get big. Even at dinner when he was talking, Lauren was looking like, now what? Exactly. And Cardi, you should have hopped in and said something like, hey man, calm down, you straight? I don't know, friend. Exactly. Tell me what y'all thought about how Vince responded. Vince gives me crazy eyes. That funny shit, a comedian that'll slap you down to the ground. Allegedly. I don't know. Anyway, so Ashley and Ed get together and go on a date. They go to this bar called Barksville. I don't know if it's a bar. It gave like a doggy park or something. And she said that she wanted the man that she liked to meet her pet Duchess because they're going to be in her dog's life. There's no chemistry there. No connection. Ashley, girly, as a matter, I should DM her, girl. If you like Ed, stay away from him. Ed don't like you that much. The energy that Ed gave Ashley is a stark difference between the energy that he gave Shannon. Exactly. It's given that he didn't like Ashley like that. Because Ed how he was all touchy and feely with Shannon and talking about Shannon was a total difference between him with Ashley, because Ashley was like, oh, you don't text me that much. It was kind of like she had to pull a conversation out of him, and he didn't seem as interested as he was with Shannon. Seeing him with Shannon and seeing him with Ashley was yes. Abort mission, friend. Ashley, if you watching, girly, abort mission. Exactly. You are pretty. Talk to somebody else, because to me, Ed is tunnel vision towards Shannon. And I feel bad for Nicole too, because Nicole have a crush on Ed. Y'all let that go. When the man got his eyes on somebody, let him be with her, because anybody else is gonna be second best. And you never want to be second best. Just like Bayo. If I'm one of the girlies, I'm not talking to him, because his number one is Dominique. Ed's number one is Shannon at this point. Let that shit go. Anyway, so the girls meet with Tommy or whatever. They talking about who they like and who they don't like. Of course, Dominique is talking about how she like her Bayo. They talk about the bad guys, Vince being aggressive and being sassy. And then we find out that Vince called he called a girl a bitch. We find out the girl he called a bitch was Lauren, when Lauren was the one who was going to be nice to him and was talking about she looked forward to meeting him. So allegedly he was like, I heard that tall bitch thought I was going to like her or something, and said it to the other dude. So my question is, and I wonder, is this going to be a point of contention during the rest of the season? Which dude went back and told the girl that Vince called somebody a bitch? Exactly. But then they started Christina talks about the whole Bayo situation, and Devin cashed at her. And Dominique was like, bitch, that was classless. Why would you even tell us which dude cash apped you? Like, you better than the rest of the girlies. And it's giving Dominique and Christina, we see each other. Exactly. Christina feels some type of way about Dominique because Dominique got Bayo, and Dominique just think, oh, bitch, you want it. You know what I'm saying? And Devin also likes Dominique as well. I'm not feeling Christina. She making us look bad out here in these streets. You could be pretty outside, but your personality can make you ugly, and it's giving ugly personality. Anyway, so they go to the eliminations. They end up eliminating Xavier because they say Xavier is old. He late to the party. He ain't asked for none of the girlies' numbers. I'm not sure if he's shy or what the tea is. I think Mint should have went home, though. Hands down. First of all, he called the girl a bitch, and I didn't like his attitude towards Ashanti. The only reason I think that they would keep Vince is because Vince is kind of handsome. But I would have blocked him with the quickness. All of the girlies in America block Vince. If you are in the United States of America, Saudi Arabia, South America, and underlying countries, baby, block Vince. Vince scares me. Vince is a Tubi movie waiting to happen. I'm sorry. Anyway, and some of these dudes is a Grinder. And in case y'all don't know what Grinder is the gay app where a lot of DL boys be on too. Exactly, because a lot of some of these boys give DL. I forgot. Steven went out with. Who did Steven go out with? Was it Ashanti? They made tie-dye shirts. I don't know. Anyway, I did like this episode. Tell me what y'all think. Do y'all think it's some other couples brewing? Do y'all think anybody got real love connections? Who do y'all think the DL guys were? Should Vince have been eliminated for calling a girl a biatch? Exactly. And Christina, what y'all think about Christina? And why she out here making us look bad? Exactly. Anyway, that's all I got. Make sure y'all comment, like, and subscribe. Tell me what y'all think about the Masika Kisha drama. Tell me if y'all even still watching Love and Marriage Huntsville. Do I need to watch it tonight? I got plans. I got dinner plans or whatever. But yeah, let me know what y'all think. Anyway, I love y'all. I will talk to y'all later. Enjoy y'all Saturday. Exactly. Hopefully it ain't raining like it is in Dallas, Texas. But make sure you like this video, comment. Like I said, this is the comment section, not the complaint section. Okay. Anyway, love you, friend.